I know her as the mastermind of some of the most beautiful and breathtaking weddings, but this time she is marrying her sisterhood. And we have, of course, Kaky Daniel. I had to say your full name, amiga, because you're just a rock star. And from planning weddings literally all over the globe, and now you are planning your own, but with a spin.
Yes.
So before we dive into exactly what's going on, I want you to explain, what is Kaky Fest?
Okay. So Kaky Fest started 3 years ago after my boyfriend passed away the day before my birthday. So I didn't celebrate my birthday that year. And then the following year, I was depressed and I said, I'm going to celebrate it with women that I love. So I invited people from all over the world. I had friends from Africa coming, friends from Paris came, Dallas, etc. Because I was born in Kuwait, and then I traveled the world because of my dad's job. So I did it in an island called Holbox. I had a mansion, I did gift bags. I don't think my friends knew what they were getting into. The people that had canceled because they couldn't go were like, you need to do Kaky Fest next year. Mm-hmm. So the following year I did it here in Miami. Same thing. Then this year, because I'm going to be 40, I invited the same 60 friends, but for the first time, all 60 said yes. So somebody said, Kaky, this is a wedding. So basically that's how it started.
And I mean, it's not only is it a wedding, but we have women that you've known since you were two. Right? One, two. You have women that you met a couple years ago.
Yes.
And this is just an eclectic group of women. I want you to dive into the sisterhood, the friendship, what it means to you, and what you anticipate out of Kaky Fest this year.
So first of all, people normally spend between $40,000 up to $300,000 in a wedding. Mm-hmm. I'm not crashing on weddings. I believe in that. I love it. But it is normal for society for you to spend $40,000 with a man that you just met 6 months ago, and everybody applauds it. Oh my God, love at first sight, etc., etc. Let me just spend $40,000. Nobody thinks you're crazy. But when you spend, in this case, $100,000 with your most closest friends, then you're crazy. Because I'm not making anybody pay. Mm-hmm. For me, because I'm an only child, my friendships are my brothers and sisters. I believe loyalty is a must. And I have to respect you. I have to respect your drive. And it's all types of people. There are people that are in the music industry. I have a friend that has 4 kids, but they're all amazing in their job. The most important part of the people that are part of my wedding, because I'm marrying my sisterhood, is that you created an impact in my life.
Wow. And talk to me about the women. You've mentioned a couple people, some that I know, some that I don't. I'm very excited to meet all of them in November. But who are the women that you're marrying? Who are they?
So I have, Maria Claudia, that went through the most heartbreak that I went through, giving me Prosecco every day and coffee, and she didn't know what to do. Alana was my first friend in Kuwait. You're my college friend, my sister. Sherlene, she's an actress, a Mexican actress, has been an actress since she was like 5. I met her when I was 14, and she is a woman that has taught me that just be yourself, no matter what. Like, be authentic, Kaky. We love you because you're authentic. Mm-hmm. Because people change depending who you are, right? If you're famous, you're different. So that would be Cher. Chanel, I met her in Miami in college. She's originally from Philly, and she comes from a humble background. Today, she's a lawyer, not only in the States, in Paris. And she's also a lawyer in Ghana. Carmen, she got pregnant when we were in high school. Now she's still married. Carmen and La Güera are still married to the same men from high school. Wow. One has 2 kids, the other one has 4 kids. And I see them, and they can do 7 things at the same time. And the kid is there, and they're all educated. And one of them is already in college. Santi, and everything is to the T, and they still have time to be a good friend. Tane and Melissa Felices, my mother is Black and my dad is white. And in school, I was bullied because my mother was Black. I was the only person that had a Black mother in that private school in Colombia. These two women defended me every day that I was bullied. Melissa, that was a very popular girl, and Tane, that was the daughter of a politician, would defend me. So to explain 60 Women, the only thing I can tell you that the two things that they have in common would be loyalty and power. Power as in whatever they believe in, their type of lifestyle, they are the best in that. So I have all these people that because of them, I am the woman I am today. That is why it's important for me to celebrate and marry these women that have made me who I am.
I love that. I was just going to tell you to go in a little bit deeper, because you are marrying your sisterhood, something that we don't see that every day.
No.
A woman marrying her sisterhood. These are 60 women from all over the world who have impacted you clearly in many ways, more than one. And now this is your big thank you to them. And I want you to talk to me a little bit more about that.
I would have to talk about little snippets of things that I'm going to do. For example,
without giving anything away.
Okay, so you know that in weddings you have a seating chart, right? I don't want people to sit down like, okay, you're here with table 1, but I still need a seating chart. So what I'm going to do is you're going to sit down wherever you want. It's going to look like a seating chart, but you're going to find your name. In your case, Llarisa Abreu. You're going to take it, and it's a letter to each one of you of why you are important to me. So on my second day, we're doing a gala. Okay, I will have a wedding dress on with my veil, and on my veil, it will be all the names of all the women I have invited. Wedding cake, everything.
My name better be right here.
Yes, Llarisa. An amazing DJ. That's also a woman. Her name is Orange, and she's a powerful human as well. And everything has a purpose. I can't say too much because there's a lot of surprises. We have a buyout of a hotel. So the moment that you walk in, transportation, there will be people from my company, KDE, will be there to receive you. There will be a moment of meditation in your transportation. I'm doing a scent inside of the car, minute by minute. And I'm doing this with a lot of love.
Yes, it's going to be an experience from the moment these women get picked up from the airport to the moment they are getting ready to go.
Exactly.
Wow. And there's something powerful about redefining commitment, right? You are committing not only to yourself, but to this sisterhood that you've cultivated over the years. So talk to me about that.
Well, in a marriage, in any marriage, there's days you're not going to like the person, right? That happens with friendships as well. But for me, the commitment in any relationship is I might not like you today, but I decided to love you. No matter where you are in life. If you call me and you have a real problem, because obviously I do weddings, I can't be that friend that I used to be that would speak all the time, but I make it a point that I will send you a message, even if I am in Timbuktu, and say, I just remembered you, just to know that you're loved. Because my commitment to all of these women around the world is that it's loyalty to who you are in this moment.
Right. How does this version of Kaky Fest reflect who you are today, about to turn 40, versus who you were, let's say, at 30?
At 30, I was discovering who I was. And I think that the person that I am today has accepted that I am Black, and people don't know, that I'm also white, that I'm also Latina, that I'm French. Now that I'm 40, that I embrace, that I am very passionate. The people that I love, I'm there. People think I'm very extra. Well, now I am. The women that are there accept me for who I am. That's important. If you do not accept me for who I am, just the way I am. I'm not perfect. I'm too intense. I know that. But if you don't accept me for who I am, you're not deserving of being in my life. Not because you're worse than me, but it's just now I know who I am now that I'm 40.
Absolutely. And you should always surround yourself by people who feel like sunshine. That's like my motto. If they love you, they're going to love you for everything. Todo lo que eres,
Sí.
te van a amar.
Todo.
All right, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's start pulling a little bit on your heartstrings because this, I mean, we've discussed this. You've planned weddings from Colombia to Mexico, Miami, literally, you name it, you plan it, you do it. Vacations, etc. But this time, you are planning, como quien dice, your own wedding. Tell me, how are the emotions? How are you feeling? Are you a little bit nervous? I'm sure you have your wedding planning hat on, making sure everything's checked off. Like, talk to me about how you're feeling.
I have become very sensitive through this process because I have to imagine each personality that will be walking. So I have my friend Barbara that is a banker and she's super bougie. So I'm thinking about the room that she's going to have. Oh, Barbara's not going to like this bathing suit because I'm giving bathing suits to everybody. She's going to like this one. And then I have my friend Camila that's a hippie, right? So I have to think how she thinks. And then I want like hippie stuff that she'll love and,
So everything is super personalized.
And that has made me think about writing those letters. I have to go back to when I met you and think about hard times that we went through. So yeah, I'm super emotional.
There's a lot of emotions that are being stirred up. It's women, like we mentioned before, that have literally walked with you through all phases of your life.
All of them.
From when you were a little baby to some of your times in high school, your tough times in high school.
Yes.
When you moved around the world to go to college.
Yeah.
When you moved to the States to finish college.
Yes.
And then while you embarked as a woman. So it's not a surprise that it's been an emotional process for you.
Yeah.
And you're so detail oriented. So I'm so excited to see all of the cool things that you have in store for us. So I obviously have to ask you, are there any collaborations that you're doing? Can you speak to us, maybe give us a little sneak peek on some of the things we can expect Kaky Fest 2025?
So I have several brands. One that I'm obsessed with their fans. I've never seen it's the most beautiful fan.
Fan like
back in the day. And it goes with
like back in the day.
Like back in the day, like they are handmade fans. Very, very elegant. And they're going with the Kaky Fest colors, which are white and gold. I have No Days Off Water that will be all over the island. Because we have a private island called Zamas that will be for us at the hotel in Voila, and at this restaurant that is one of the best chefs that we have in Colombia, Don Juan. And there is in Cartagena you have the wall, and then there's a big clock. So the restaurant is right next to the big clock, which is like the Eiffel Tower,
it's
but
iconic.
for Cartagena, it's iconic.
It's iconic, yeah.
So we're having the water there as well. I have makeup artists. I have a amazing photographer that lives here in Miami that has taken pictures to Gloria Estefan and all that, called Gato. So he's coming with his videographer, and I invited his mother because his mother had never seen him work. And I want Kaky Fest to be a place that people that love each other, if there's an opportunity, why not? And I think he was very surprised when I said, has your mom ever seen you work? No. I'm like, bring her. So we got our room. Mom's coming too. Nice. So I do have I have more collaborations, but some I can't say until after it's, we take pictures and it goes where it's supposed to go.
Why should brands connect with Kaky Fest 2025?
Because normally we connect with an artist, right? Which is okay. Or product placement. I didn't place these people because it looked pretty, you know?
Right. 10 different countries.
10 different countries.
It's a lot of different women.
And I have my friend from Ghana, Chanel, she's flying from Ghana to Cartagena to be there 4 days and then go back to Paris because she has to work.
Wow.
So you're having all these beautiful women, all sizes, shapes, bodies. Some of them don't speak English. Some of them don't speak Spanish. And they're all going to communicate. So because I have these really cool name tags. They're not like normal. I'm doing
I can't wait to see the name tags.
Yeah.
We keep talking about that.
Exactly. So I think that's why a brand should be there. Because it's something that hasn't been done and it is authentic. It's not a marketing like, let's set it up like this and like makes her pretty and put it like this, because it doesn't go with me.
How do you envision brands being part of this event, and not just as sponsors, but as co-creators of the experience?
If I speak to a brand, I want to know what is the mission and vision of the brand, because it has to go together with the mission and vision of KDE. Is without connection, KDE is nothing. Today, we're here because of a connection I did when I was 20. Today, you're sitting here because of a connection we did when I was 20. Roque, that's behind this, is in a connection that I did when I was 14 years old. I met the person that introduced me to Roque. Without connection, KDE does not exist. Like all the NFL players that I've worked with, it's because of connection. My life is a connection. My mom went to a job and met her boss and had me against everything society. I like that my employees are happy of being part of this because it is eternal hours. I had an accountant say to me, why do you take your employees to fancy restaurants? Because that's where the money's going out, right? And I said, if they are there with me, KDE would not exist if Roque wasn't here, if Oriana wasn't here. That for me is important. Like, you got to take care of the people that you love.
Absolutely. I love that. I love, love, love that. So I do have to ask you this question. What is setting this wedding apart from a traditional wedding? This is nothing traditional, which I absolutely adore. I adore that about you. You have said F you to the traditions. And this is so you, so authentic. What makes it so you and so different?
So first of all, I'd like to say that I believe in marriage because my parents have been married for 40 years.
Wow, that's beautiful.
If the day I do get married, I'm not planning on divorcing because once I commit to the person, that's it. We're going to go through this. Life is difficult, but I decided to go with you, right? What's different here is it's the same amount of love, right? Maybe I'm going to know my friend Alana, our mothers are best friends. I'm going to know Alana more years than my husband, right? And I'm going to love Alana in all her phases of life, right? And my husband, I'm going to love him in a different way. So people have asked me, would you do a real wedding? A real one? And I'm like, mine is real with my friends. But yes, I would do it with my husband. The difference here is only that one is with 60 people and the other one is with one person.
Right.
Because I decided to take vows with 60 women that have helped me in different ways. And then when I find my partner that understands this personality and I understand his, I'll make a vow with him. It doesn't take away from a normal wedding, and it doesn't take away from the wedding I did, because we don't know. I do a wedding in November, then I find the love of my life in December, and then I'm calling you, okay, now we got another wedding to plan. It's life. Yeah. Life does life.
Charlotte infamously said, Charlotte from Sex and the City, maybe our girlfriends are the soulmates and guys are just people we have fun with.
100%.
And that is, I think that just goes. To what you're creating.
I agree.
Okay,
completely.
So we are almost wrapping up. I have a couple last questions. Do you see this as something bigger than your own story, like the beginning of a new tradition, of a new trend? Would you say to other women who want to celebrate their sisterhood and be bold and symbolic way, what would you say to those ladies? And speak to me, do you see this becoming a thing? Do you see this more women marrying their sisterhood?
I hope it does become a thing. How cool is it? Because they tell us you have to be married before 40.
Yeah.
You have to do this. Says who? But how cool is to call your 5, 4, 3, 2 best friends and make this not only for a birthday, make an experience.
Right.
Why do we have to limit only a couple's love? I hope it becomes a trend. And it's like friendship weddings.
At the end of the day, we need community. It's like what you said. You need the connection. And it's that connection that really does pull you through life.
Exactly.
Life is tough.
Life.
And might as well life together.
Exactly.
With your besties.
100%.
All 60 of them.
All 60 of them.
What are your parting words?
Be yourself. Be authentic. This world, social media, what you're supposed to be, has made people afraid to be themselves. Be you.
Right.
Be authentic. And then after that, life will open up. If you are authentic to yourself, you do your gut feeling, you go through it, I swear que Dios te va abriendo, opens up the doors if the vision, what you feel, how you act, and what you're doing are on the same path, it's going to work out.
Absolutely. And it always does.
It always does.
It always does. Well, Kaky, what you're creating is more than just an event. It's bold, it's beautiful, it's a celebration of sisterhood, friendship, connection. And I cannot wait for November 2025, for Kaky Fest 2025. Our girl is turning 40, doesn't look a day over 30.
I hope so.
And for the folks at home, everyone watching, stay tuned. There will be more content released, more secrets told.
Yes.
And Kaky, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Myself and all 59 of the other women going, and a couple of the gentlemen.
Yes.
We love you so much. We can't wait to celebrate you.
Thank you for coming.
I love you.
I love you, amiga.